Holy shit, these people are supposed to be ready in the next 5 minutes and they are swimming right now. Just start yelling. How's the hair coming in today? It looks busted. All right. I'm quite excited today to talk about a recent shoot. Probably one of the highlights of my working career. I probably will not ever get to experience anything like it again. And that was getting to take the Logerfo's wedding pictures in Italy. I knew Lauren, who's the bride, back through college. She reached out to me about a year ago and was like, hey, Tino and I are getting married. Would you be interested in taking some of our engagement photos? And I was like, for sure. We went and shot that. She gave me a lot of like creative input, which was super helpful. She knew exactly kind of what she was going for. And she loved them. 3 months later, she was like, would you be interested in taking our wedding photos? We're gonna be doing it in Italy. Dude, are you kidding? So that was scheduled out a year later, and I just went on it here in September. Like, these are some of my favorite casual images I've taken in a long time. I strongly considered even putting together just a little book. There's just some really cool stuff that I wasn't planning on capturing, but was able to capture. Let's just start with traveling there. We get to Bologna, and everybody's picking up their bags, and now everybody has picked up their bags. And then now everybody outside of our group has also picked up their bags, and I'm still standing here. We waited probably like 40 minutes at the baggage terminal, whatever that rotating thing is. Keep in mind, everybody in our group has been flying for 20 hours and is just like waiting on me. So I file a missing bag report, and we drive 2 hours to the villa, and I pass out because I'm so tired and just stressed and anxious. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. and I immediately start calling the airports. The first call I get, she goes, you flew into Germany, right? And I'm like, no, bro, I'm in fucking Italy. So that was off-putting. The next person I get a hold of goes, yeah, the bag tag you're giving me, there's no bag existing with that number. So that was also off-putting. And the last person I got a hold of was the least helpful, and he proceeded to hang up on me 5 times. I think I made calls from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tino and Lauren wake up, they come downstairs, and they're like, well, let's go buy you some clothes. They drive me and another couple into town. There's one shop open. We got like deodorant, stuff like that. It was just nice that they were like, yeah, we need to go get this dude some clothes. We came back, we ended up hanging out at the pool, just having some drinks. It was super mellow. First day was really cool, just getting to kind of hang out with people and start to get to know people. So day 2, this shit is nuts. Day 2 is a winery day with all the fellas. So we drove from the villa to this winery. It was 2 hours, no AC on this bus, and everybody was hungover. When we got to the winery, people are like hopping off the bus so quick. We had a several course meal, had some good laughs with some of the fellows, plus also the servers kept coming up, and I'd Google Translate. The first thing I said was like, you must be like just stoked to have like 25-year-old Americans at your winery. Just to be sarcastic. That's just gotta be some shit, you know? So yeah, I just had some good banter with the servers. Then we drove back. We stopped at a grocery store. Some of the boys picked up some stuff. It was the first point in the trip that I felt like I was having some really good conversations with some of the people that I hadn't previously met. Get back and we have dinner at the villa with everybody, and this was one of my favorite nights just because I felt comfortable with everybody by this point already, and you can just tell in some of the photos that it was just good vibes, you know? They just cooked us some food in the villa, and we ate outside on this little patio spot that was pretty gorgeous. Just got some really fun photos of like people having a good time at dinner. We went up to the patio, and Lauren and Tino's friends and family kind of read off their favorite memory or embarrassing type memories of Lauren or Tino or both of them. Just the photos of people laughing at this point. I just captured so many like authentic moments on that patio that night. I think what was unique about this wedding was that I've never gotten to spend days with the wedding party or that many people that would be a part of the wedding before actually getting to shoot a wedding. So after like day 2, it was like felt more comfortable bringing the camera out, and then I also saw people look more comfortable on camera. After dinner and after the patio, you know, people are feeling good at this point. I think it was Lauren that was like yelling at people that to like go head to the pool, that we were gonna just like jump in the pool, and everybody rallied and marched up this hill where you got like torn apart by flies during the day, and then there's like this massive pool. I think Lauren's brother sent it first. As soon as he did, you just see like everybody else start to jump in. They started egging on anybody who wasn't in the pool. They'd start splashing and like yelling at people to like jump in. Definitely one of the highlights. The next morning, we wake up, day 3, Neeks is doing rounds and he's kind of rallying everybody that needs to be at the wedding venue for rehearsal day. It was me, Tino, obviously, and then Jacob, who was officiating. We head over to the villa, and this is the first time seeing the wedding venue actually looks like. There was just a kick-ass band there. I got some cool pics of them in rehearsal. The boy Mattia was running the ice cream stand. Got some really cool photos of people rolling up to this rehearsal. They just look like paparazzis. Everybody's like kind of hungover. Everybody looks really good though. All the ladies are wearing some floral, like kind of fun dresses. Felt like the venue when I saw it. There's the little courtyard where most people are sitting for like the meals. I just felt like I was in some Alice in Wonderland type movie. After that, we kind of just went back to the villa and all hung out. That brings us to the wedding day.
When the moon hits your eye like a big...
We started off getting photos of Tino and his family. They are the sweetest people ever. I really like taking one-on-ones with Tino. He's the most chilled dude I've ever met. Whatever you give him, he'll just post up and put on a smile. So that was cool. Got some really good flicks of him. Got him with his groomsmen. Ran from that villa to the other one. Captured the girls getting ready and Lauren and her gang. At this point, on the schedule that I'm reading, it says wedding party photos are up next. It's in like 10 minutes. I run down there. I have to go out the villa, around this corner. You start to go down this hill and you can see like their pool. Everybody is in the pool. We got aunts, uncles, grandparents, parents, groomsmen. Everybody is in the pool. I start to panic because I'm like, holy shit, these people are supposed to be ready in the next 5 minutes and they are swimming right now. Just start yelling, telling everybody to get their asses out of the pool, that they got 5 minutes to be ready and whatnot. Seeing some people scramble was pretty funny, but I can't remember if I even told her or not. I'm telling you, moms and grandmas were ready 10 minutes later. Like, they must have been hustling. As soon as we get Lauren outside to kind of set where we're gonna take some of these photos, fam is there. Lauren at that point came down and was like, yeah, I think we're just gonna do the girls and the fam, not the groomsmen. In my head, I'm just like, great. I just like made a fool of myself yelling at all these clowns to get out of the pool, and then they're probably all dressed and now they don't even like need to be. So I remember after I shot Lauren, her bridesmaids, and the family, I like ran over to this villa where all the guys were. And I came in and I was like, hey fellas, just want to say sorry for losing my top. And I went up to Pete too, Tina's dad, and was like, hey Pete, sorry you had to witness me lose it like that. He was like, are you kidding me, dude? That was great. That's how you gotta be around this family. And yeah, after that, we basically went on to take Lauren's first look with her brother, dad, and grandpa. Absolutely stunning photos. Seeing her grandpa cry too, like on that first look, is just killer. We went and took some more solos with Lauren in front of this gorgeous painting. Lauren literally looks like she belongs in the painting. Just picturesque. to say the least. And then I had like 5 minutes to run downstairs and just like chill. I hadn't drank water all day. Get down to the kitchen and I'm like drinking water, and I look over and Lauren's grandpa and grandma are sitting in the dining room, kind of facing each other but not next to each other, dead ass asleep. At first I thought they were praying, but they're just like straight asleep. And I snagged a picture of that, and it's one of my favorites. I think it just ties it all together so well. Like, I'm capturing love on Tino and Lauren's wedding day, and this is one of the longest relationships probably lasting in the family. It's just cute. It was just like a really cute moment. So right from there, we headed on to the reception, which was led by the boy Jacob. It went great. Ceremony kind of ends, people start dispersing. We shoot Lauren and Tino back at the altar, or where they were, and Tino's grandpa comes up, the one that I was talking to the night previously, and he's like, hey, let me get that camera, and like he's like, hop in there with them. Got a picture with Lauren and Tino, which I'm happy to have. And then we head through the like villa area and back down to where that pool area is. That's where the aperitif was. Everybody walks down there. There's food around the pool. There's bands playing. Watching like Lauren and Tino dance around. And another movie moment. Felt like some Midsummer minus the weird shit. Seeing everyone at the reception dinner in the courtyard. Movie moment. It was kind of on to the after party from that. By the time we got back to our villa, I think it was like 1 a.m. or so. I ended up staying up until Nico and Walks were up, and then we hopped in the car and started driving back to the airport. Got home, came back to SeaTac the next day, proceeded to roam the airport for like 6 hours talking to one person who would go, oh, you need to talk to that person. And then I'd go talk to that person, and then that person would be like, no, you need to go talk to that person. And I did this for literally 6 hours until finally a cart with bags came up to British Airways office, and I fucking saw my bag, and it was that easy. And then I went to leave, and the guy trying to exit parking, he was like, that'll be $50. And I was like, I was here for a missing baggage. He's like, do I look like I'm the baggage guy? And I was like, oh, buddy. I had to pay $50 and waste 6 hours to just find my bag. I want to mention some things I learned, also responses that I loved. Lauren sent me a text the following day. She basically was like, Devin, you're family. I cannot tell you how many people came up and said how amazing you were. We freaking love you. My friends, family, love you. You are the best. Safe travels back home. Ciao, Bella. Getting texts like that from friends and anybody will always be one of my favorite parts of getting to do what I do. The second thing, they have like a set amount of photos they're getting. Lauren chose to have like 2 or 3 photos of me in the photos with her and Tino, which I just thought was like the sweetest thing ever. It's very rare to see, as part of their package that they're paying for, pick photos with their photographer to actually have edited as well. Things that I learned through this trip. Do not get flustered over things out of your control. It takes less time than you think to get really comfortable with other people. It just takes effort. Put down the phone more. Talk to more elderly people. Italian pillows are the worst. I think my pillow is this thick. And put a damn AirTag in all of your bags. For God's sake. That's all I got. Felt I needed to rerun through that trip and remind myself of all the little things and favorite moments so that I can, in the future, look back on it and remember it. Cheers.